Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I hope you all doing well. My name is Tria Febriwulandari, and today I'm going to explain of a research project I developed as a part of my mid-semester assignment for the English Language Education Program. The title of my research is The Impact of Story-Based E-Module on Improved Student Reading Comprehension in English Classes. This project focuses on a very common challenge in English language learning. Many students, especially in junior high school, struggle with reading comprehension. I observed that one key reason is the lack of interest in traditional reading materials. So I start thinking, how can we make reading more fun and effective? That's how I came up with the idea of using digital e-module that tell engaging story. The research topic and research question. The topic I chose is the use of story-based e-module in English reading instruction. Many students today are digital natives. They are used to technology in their daily lives. However, in school, the reading materials are still often static and uninspiring. That's where story-based e-module come in. These are digital learning materials that present lesson through stories that are interesting and relate to student lives. From this topic, I developed the following research question. For the first, how does the use of story-based e-module affect student reading comprehension in English classes? I chose to use the word how to investigate the process and the result of using this method. This allows me to explore whether story-based e-module not only captures student interest, but also lead to measurable improvements in their reading skill. The next is research method. To answer the research question, I used a qualitative method with a quasi-experimental design. This means I will work with two groups of students from the same grade level. For the first, the experimental group, which will use the story-based e-module during the reading lessons. The second, the control group, which will continue using the regular textbook-based reading activities. Both groups will take a pre-test to measure the reading comprehension before the treatment, and a post-test after using the different methods for a few sessions. By comparing the two sets of results, I can analyze whether the story-based e-module actually helped the student understand text better. When this method is supported by Creswell, 20 and 24, and Ari et al. 20 and 19, who explain how experimental research is useful for testing new learning strategies in real classroom setting. The next, research instrument. To carry out this study, I used too many research instruments. For the first, a reading comprehension test. This test will measure the student ability to understand text. The test items will include identifying main ideas, finding support details, making inference, and understanding vocabulary in context. The second, a student questionnaire. After using the story-based e-module, I want to hear from the student themselves. These questionnaires will ask about their opinions. Did they enjoy the story? Did they feel more motivated? Was it easier to understand the material? I chose this instrument because they give me two different types of data, like objective data from the test and subjective feedback from the questionnaire. Together, they help paint a complete picture of how effective the e-module is using. Next, reference research literature review. Before designing the research, I made sure to read a lot of relevant literature. I searched for reference using Google Scholar, the ERIC database, ResearchGate, and the books from my university library. I focused on three main areas. First, reading comprehension and how it developed in junior high school students. Second, story-based learning and how narrative text can help increase engagement. Then, the use of digital media and e-learning model in language education. The some key reference I use include Ari and Hills College 2029, Introduction to Research in Education, Creswell 2024, Education Research Planning, Conduction, and Evaluating Quantitative and Qualitative Research, Gall and His College 2007, Education Research and Introduction. These sources help me understand both the theoretical foundation and the practical steps to carry out classroom research. Avoiding plagiarism. As a student researcher, it's very important to follow ethical practice and avoid plagiarism. I do this in several ways. For the first, paraphrasing. When I use information for a source, I reword it in my own words while maintaining the original idea. The second, in-text citation. I always include the author's name and the year of publication to show where the idea comes from. Third, quoting directly. If I use an exact quote, put it a question marks and cite the source clearly. For example, when I say reading comprehension is the ability to understand and interpret text, I make sure put quotation marks and the correction citation. Then, I also compile a full list of reference at the end of the paper to show respect for the authors and help reader trace of my source. The next, for the conclusion, to conclude this research proposal is something I'm really passionate about. I believe that by using story-based e-module, we can improve not only student reading comprehension, but also their motivation to learn English. If students enjoy what they read, they are more likely to understand and remember it. This small study might not solve all classroom problems, but I hope it can inspire more teachers and researchers to try innovative strategies in language learning. That's all for my video for today. Thank you so much for your attention. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.